world, welcome to my channel where I'm building my own digital assistant named Shane, like Jarvis from the Iron Man movies and comics. This is a follow-on video to a video where we imported Cesium ion so we can have real-world maps in Unity. And so I'll leave a link in the description to that video. And what we're going to do in this video is put a text box in the upper left, and we can type in real time while the game is playing addresses and it will warp to there. So that's not going to be the end goal, of course. The end goal would be in my data analytics company would come up with an address, and then while I'm talking, the Unity game or the Unity presentation will automatically warp to that address. But this is kind of a concept of operation using the text bar. So like I said, make sure you have gone through our whole video that I'll leave a link in the description. And all the credit to this video goes to DA Lab, and I'll leave a link to his channel in the description as well. And then later when we get to my GitHub, I have a link to all three of his videos where you can see the source and if you want an in-depth explanation of the code. So here's the map. Here is my city. It is Shreveport, Louisiana. We are, I think, hovering above the point of origin that we established in the first video. So there is the regions tower. I'm using the WASD keys to zoom up. That's the iconic regions tower, and we can zoom in and out of it. But that's pretty much it. And then we have to fly anywhere else we want to go. So I want to create a text box where the user can type in whatever they want and zoom to that location. So we're going to start off in our hierarchy that's over here, and we're going to right click, select UI, and then input field text mesh pro or TMP. And if this is your first time, you're going to have to import TMP essentials. So go ahead and do that. And then we're going to rename this something that makes sense. So let's go ahead and add, rename this to address, right? Just add address to there. You can go ahead and click that out. Now click on that, and then this is the inspector field here. So we're going to change the width to 500 and then the height to 45. All right, so that looks pretty big right now, but I am using my scroll wheel to zoom out, and we can change perspective to see it. So there's the regions tower, and here's the text bar. So go back to that by clicking this right here, the anchors. You can change where it is. So we're going to change it to the top left. See, this is the top right here and left. So go ahead and click that, and then click off of it. Now we're going to change these anchor pivots right here. This is where it's going to pivot to your screen. So we are going to change that to 0 on the X and Y to the 1. All right. And then for the position X, Y, and Z up here, we are also going to change this all to zeros. So go ahead, 0, 0, 0, and click off. Okay, so now you can see it is that way. Oops. There we go. And now it is at the top right there. And then under the settings over here, we are going to scroll down until we get to point size. And we're going to change this to 24. And then on the input field in the hierarchy right here, go ahead and click on it and then press F. And that will zoom into it, right? F is to zoom in on it. And then now you can play around until you see it. I clicked a bunch of times, but go ahead and until you can see it. And now we should be able to press play and see what it does. Yep, and it comes very to the top, right? With the mouse, you can still click where your point of origin is, but go ahead and click in here. And then let's type in address. Of course, nothing happens. We don't have any code to this, but you can see that we successfully created a text bar and you can add some text. So now we're going to add a script. So go ahead and stop this. And then under the project, this is your project area, right click and select a folder in the assets. So right click, create, and then we are going to add a folder and we're going to rename it to scripts with an S, if you can't see that. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go, scripts. And then we're going to click on here, double click, and then right click on it, create. And then we are going to go to mono behavior script right here. And we're going to rename this to just map with a capital M. And then in the hierarchy, it's going to save, it's going to do some stuff. In the hierarchy, right click and then create empty. And we're going to name this scripts with a capital S as well. Then when you click on this right here, you see how this says add component. Don't click on that. You can just drag this map over to here. And now we have script map. And now we can double click on this map. Now I have Visual Studio as my primary editor. If you have something else, then it will open that up automatically. If not, go ahead and close Unity, save this file somewhere, call it something, and then download Visual Studio using whatever, Linux or Windows, and then close out of Visual Studio when you're done. Open Unity back out, and Unity automatically finds Visual Studio. So we're not going to go over that. But assuming you have Visual Studio already loaded, let's double click this and it will open your Visual Studio for you. And this is some blanket code right here. So don't worry about this. Now in the link in the description, I'm going to, this is not a C#, I'm a Python programmer. My channel, which if you do enjoy Python and robotics and AI, then please consider subscribing to this channel. But I am not a C# expert, so I know coding in general, so I can easily navigate in between codes, but I can't tell you all the syntax stuff you should watch out for. So what on my GitHub right here, and I'll leave a link in the description for this, I have already created the code for you. So this will be the README. Here are the links to the YouTube videos where I got it. Go ahead and please give his videos a like. And so this is just the README. If you go to map.c#.cs, here is the full code right here. And you can copy it like this if you want, like that. Or you can use this copy raw file if you want. And then we're going to go into Visual Studio and then we're going to paste it. Okay. Now this gets confusing on my channel ever since I started YouTube, but you will need in the first video your Google Maps platform key. So make sure you go to that first video, watch the whole thing, and then you will paste it in right here, the API key. Right? It's important. I do not have my API key on here. So and if you do, Google automatically finds it now anyways. You'll get a nasty email from them. I just copy and pasted this, the full code with my API key, and press save in GitHub, and it automatically found it. So you can't have a public facing API key anyways. So please listen. This is where you copy and paste that key. Also in the start right here, and the right here, this URL location, in the start right here, you will see this right here, this private string address and this input field And in here as a comment, just to show you an example of it. So also in here, you will see private string address right here. You will see this as well. You can go ahead and take those out and put your own addresses in there. Just know right here that there are plus signs, right? When we are trying to find the initial address right here, then the initial call that you do does not, you can't have spaces in it. So go ahead and delete this right here, keeping the quotes right here, and go ahead and put in whatever address you want. So we're going to press save, right? Okay, after you press save, this will probably load, and you'll go to console and check to make sure there are no errors in here. So if there are errors, go ahead and clear them. I recommend using ChatGPT. I'm not a big YouTube account, so you can always leave me a message on some of the errors you might have got. But so now that we're in the project folder, we have a map with all of our code in here in the inspector. Again, you will have your API key in here, and then maybe you have changed the addresses both here in the input field and this private string address right here, making sure to use the plus spaces like we talked about. And so you're going to want to go to scripts right here, and if this isn't already loaded, you just drag and drop over here, but we did that before. And on this input field, you can click in here and click right here, assuming this says map right here. Click right there and go input field TMP address, right? So now our input field is related to this. The Cesium geoconference, right now there's none. Go ahead, there should only be one in here. And then Cesium camera controller, we did that in the last video, so go to dynamic camera. And now these are all referencing the map. So just click off, that's how it's saved. And now we can click here and go to, yours will look like this. So on value change string says the list is empty. Go ahead and add a component by pressing the plus sign. Leave the runtime only there and see the second box. Go ahead and click this scripts in hierarchy right here and drag it over here. That will change to scripts, and now this no function block should open, and you should have game object transform and new behavior script. So now it is reading from the scripts folder right now, and what we want to do is click on text change. So that is the new behavior. You can go ahead and close out of that, make sure it's still there. Yep, new behavior script on text change. And then I recommend pressing save. All right, now go ahead and press play. So because I put in that address, it's going to start there right here at 20331. This is where I work, by the way. And we can use the WASD and your mouse to navigate around. So this is where I work right here. It's like this cool cyber park. This is where I park. Yeah, and this is where I work. So let's say we want to check something else. So we can go ahead and click on this and go 333 Texas Avenue, Shreveport 71103. And now you can see Shreveport right there. So we are going to zoom in. I think actually it is not Texas Avenue and it is Texas Street. There we go. And now you can see, just like in the start of this video, we are now at the Regions Tower. And we were able to do that dynamically through this text box. So let's do that again. 231 Kings Highway, Shreveport, 71103. And we are back to where I work. So here's this little fountain. So there you go. That is how you do that. Now we have a searchable text bar. Again, this is just a concept of operations. I'm actually going to remove this text bar. And as we're doing the data analytics of my company, as we get to an address, then it will automatically move to that address. So it will dynamically move as we're presenting. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps you. Please leave a comment on how you plan to use this, and thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.